Hello, sir. Start.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
sir. How
Yeah.
are you?
Great. Tell me, sir.
Okay, sir. I have a question about the recent Nithari mass rape and murder case,
Yes,
wherein the
yes.
Supreme Court has, let all the accused
Set free.
set free. So,
Yeah.
what do you have? What are your
Acquitted. I
inputs
know.
about the case, sir? Can you
This
please
is
enlighten us?
very much latest breaking news. Just now I've read this news. Nitari is like a village near to Noida, which is near to the Delhi. It is called National Capital Region (NCR). So what has happened is like almost 15 years back. I think I was in Delhi itself at that point of time. All small children of the nearby village, girl kids primarily, they used to, for domestic work here and there, and they used to play and go around in the colony. So there was a bungalow belonging to Moninder Singh Pandey. His name is, he's a Punjabi person. So he had a domestic servant. His name is Kohli, some Surinder Kohli, yes. So what this allegation is, this Surinder Kohli used to stay alone in the bungalow, and whomsoever the kids are playing, the girl child's minor girls below 13, 12, 13, 16, 17 or 18 and so on. So they used to play around. He used to catch them, lure them by some chocolates or something, and he used to take inside the bungalow. He used to rape them, and he killed them step by step, one by one. Almost he has killed almost more than 15 or 18 people, and he used to store them in the refrigerator, and even he used to eat them. He used to eat them. And finally something like their skeletons were obtained from the nearby drain, and it was a very sensational murder case. So immediately, like, the police has registered a case, and thereafter, the CBI was handed over this sensational cases. Then CBI has investigated, and even the owner of this bungalow, who did not had much of hand in this kind of thing, was also implicated in this murder case, and he was always crying, "I'm not at all liable for this, I'm an innocent man." But the courts never heard about him. And he was also in prison for long time. For more than 8 or 10 years they were in prison only. Then after that, like, the lower court has convicted them. In more than 10 or 12 cases they got conviction. One case was remaining, and the honorable Allahabad High Court, what the High Court has done is they have acquitted them, stating that evidence is not sufficient. All right. Then the acquittal has taken place in most of the cases, but in one case even the Supreme Court has convicted them. That was in the special leave petition. Also, it's like a criminal appeal, I guess. And after that, it went for the review, and now it came to the curative petition stage. Curative petition is the last resort for everybody, because earlier we used to have only SLP and review petitions under article 136 is SLP, but whereas 137 is review. But that was the end of the road. But after the Rupa Hura versus Ashok Hura judgment, the Honorable Supreme Court has opened a final window for everybody, now that they can file a curative petition. What happens is, in SLP and review petition, two judges will adjudicate your matter, two sitting judges and the same judges. But whereas if you move a curative petition, then you have to get certified that this curative petition is fit for appeal by two senior designate advocates. Then only it can be filed, and it can be numbered. Once it's numbered, then Honorable Chief Justice of India, along with two senior most judges, will adjudicate your petition either in chambers or in open court. You can request for open court hearing, and once it is done in the open court, then the Honorable Supreme Court can turn around the judgments. But particularly the ground there has to be miscarriage of justice. Then only they will entertain. Otherwise, or the judgments has to be perverse. Normally, that is the thumb rule. Any judgment you are challenging of High Court, it has to be perverse for Supreme Court to set aside. And normally Supreme Court, in the level of curative petition, does not set aside the SLP judgments or review judgments, because they cannot be perverse. They are their own people. So the same sitting judges of the same standing and all, same Honorable Supreme Court. So that very difficult to happen. So do you have to demonstrate that there is miscarriage of justice? Then only that can take place. So now they have demonstrated. There was a good point stating that on whatever the pieces of evidence, whatever the evidence was there, based on that he has obtained acquittals. So in this particular case he was convicted. So that cannot sustain. In some cases, on the same evidence, you convict a person, and in another case, you can acquit him. That is not possible. It has to be on the same footing, whether it's acquittal or conviction. So, on that particular ground, the Honorable Apex Court has acquitted him today. Now he is set, and immediately it has directed the prison authorities to release him. So he is going to get released either by today or tomorrow, most probably. I think he is now lodged in Dasna jail, which is in Ghaziabad, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Yes, because UP and all, because Noida is in UP, they will put him in Dasna jail, not in Tihar jail. So he was stationed in that jail for a long time. Though he got bails and though he got acquittals, he could not walk free because of this one particular case. Now that he and even his owner, that Moninder Singh Pandey, both are now set free. So I think they will be walking free. So what do you think about this?
I really cannot understand that, like, how can a man do such a thing?
Wow,
that
that's
you
now you're talking. That's a good.
kill a person. Killing
Yes,
itself is
yes,
the biggest
yes.
crime.
Yes,
in the,
that's the thing.
the
That's
world,
the
and
point.
Killing an innocent human being, and moreover killing
The
and
girls rape
rape a girl,
minor children.
child, that
Now the
cross POCSO
yes,
act.
POCSO is in effect.
Yes.
Maybe at that point of time there was no POCSO, if I'm not wrong, because POCSO has been enacted later on. Yes, it was 2007 statute. So this has happened before that. So in this case, what I feel is basically what the honorable constitutional courts, the high courts or Supreme Court will definitely look into evidence. If there is no evidence, there is definitely they will acquit the person. Nowadays there are a lot of judgments of the apex court which has acquitted murderers, rapists and all. But I strongly feel that should not happen.
it's a realist of
I do not criticize the Honorable Supreme Court, but I definitely wish to criticize the judgment.
Yes.
Because no matter whatever it is, killers cannot be set free so in the civilized society. If there are a lot of instances in our country where the accused has come out of jail on parole or even on the bails, or they were acquitted and immediately they have come and they have shot dead the rape victims.
Yes.
And the victims of murderers, families and all, the victim families and all. So such kind of thing should be deprecated. The Supreme Court should take a lot of things into consideration, because if the trial court has convicted them and the CBI has charged them, so there has to be some killer. It is, if these are the people who got tried, there cannot be anyone else.
Yes.
Even in Jessica Lal murder case also, it was said after they got acquittal in the trial court, then in Times of India, Hindustan Times, all these leading papers, they have asked a question: who killed Jessica?
Who killed Jessica?
That is the biggest question, $1 million question. So now who killed these innocent minor children? So it's absolutely, I believe this is a wrong judgment, and unfortunately there is no next level to the curative petition. If it was a conviction, then the accused might have appeared for a mercy petition to the Honorable President
Yes.
for clemency. But in this case, the CBI cannot go anywhere.
Right.
So this is the final end. So that is very unfortunate. Whatever it has happened, it's a dark day for our country, because the criminal jurisprudence, you must be knowing, sir, always the rule of law is, do you know?
Please continue.
Innocent should not be punished.
Yes. Innocent
Yes.
Should not be punished. All of you three agree?
Yes.
Is there anything next to it, or only that's all?
Yeah, it's there.
What is that?
We can let
No,
go.
no criminal should not. We
You can
should
let
not
go the
let
criminal.
You can let go the criminal,
Criminal, but
no,
the innocent
No.
should not be punished.
No innocent should be punished. That's all. No. The next sentence, there is a completion for this, only half of it. The next sentence is the guilty has to be punished.
Okay.
That is the rule of law. If you are saying innocent should not be punished, even the guilty has to be punished, then who is guilty? Where is the guilty person?
They should be
Okay,
justice served.
the Honorable Apex Court should have said, commuted this 302 into 304. 304 is a culpable homicide. It might have commuted it into 304, and it might have said all right, you might have already stayed in the prison for 14 long years. So justice has to be delivered even to the accused also. Based on your good behavior and all, we want to waive off your balance punishment and we want to set free. That should have made more sense rather than completely saying that There is no evidence, and because where did the skeletons come from?
Yes.
Because I'm a specialist in culpable homicide, murder, these kind of cases. I've done a lot of research on this. Even if the body is not available, you cannot set free the accused. Because if a person, based on circumstantial evidence, based on motive, based on other electronic evidence or scientific evidence, any of these, even hearsay evidence is sufficient. If you talk about Sheena Bora murder case, there is only hearsay evidence in that. There is no body was cremated. After 5 years, they got the ashes. What will you get from ashes? No DNA test, nothing. But still, her mother, Sheena Bora, was killed by her own mother, Indrani Banerjee. This is the allegation, and she could not get bail for 5 long years. She was in prison. Ultimately, the Supreme Court has come to her rescue and granted her bail. Now she's outside, but the trial is going on. So these are the things like which should be kept in mind, because Supreme Court has got a lot of role and responsibility. Criminal jurisprudence is very important. Guilty has to be punished. This is my opinion.
Yes.
Okay.
That's really nice of you, sir. Very
Thank
good
you,
inputs.
thank you, guys.
That's a lot about it. Thank you
Wonderful.
so much.
Yeah.
Very lovely.